All right, today I have a dry brush tutorial, and I started off with 3 coats of ILNP Interstellar, which is really just a gorgeous polish. I mean, it shifts from navy to a teal to a purple at certain angles, and it's just filled with hollow shimmer, and it's really quite gorgeous. So I didn't want to cover it up too much, and so I'm just going to do a really simple dry brush using just white and then a little bit of silver hollow foil accent. And here I'm just using Fingerpaints paper Mache. And I think the trick to doing a good dry brush is just really wiping off what seems like all of the polish off of the brush. And it seems like you won't have enough, but that is generally enough to give you that dry brush. You can turn it over, and just enough to give you a little bit of a paint strokey dry brush effect. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is do the same with nail foil glue. I want just accents as for the foil. So again, same thing, I'm just going to wipe off most of the foil glue, and then and even that's going to be too much. I can tell it's not very brush strokey, so we'll have to see, but I'm gonna let that dry and then come back and show you the foil portion. All right, so I have let the foil glue dry, and because it was such a light coat, I only let it dry for about 5 to 7 minutes or so. Normally, I would let foil glue dry for at least 15 minutes because I think it works best when it's really dry and has stuck to the base. Because if the glue isn't really dry, then what will happen is the foil will stick to it and then pull up the base instead of sticking to it. Anyway, so what I'm going to use for the foil is a Beautybigbangs foil that I just received, and it's SKU J9984. And what it is a clear holographic silver, and it's in sort of big leafy designs. And the downfall of ordering stuff online is that it's hard to figure out the size of things, and these images are too big for my nails. I tried applying them as full images, and they're just too big on every other finger except for my thumb, and you can't, it's hard to tell what they are, and I just didn't like how they looked. So I decided to use them as accents instead. So that's what I'm going to show here with the dry brushing. So one trick that I will tell you with these clear foils is it's sometimes really hard to tell which is the back and which is the front because it doesn't have that backing. So what I do is take a corner that I know I'm not going to use, and I will stick it to a lint roller or piece of tape or whatever. And if it comes off, then that's the right side. I mean, it won't come off if you do it on the other side. So that's how you know pretty easily which is the correct side to use. So anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pat this on lightly to my nail that has the foil glue dry on it, and it should stick into just those dry brushed pieces. And as their accents, that's all I want, is just a little bit of this silver foil peeking through. And it didn't really come through as a dry brush effect. I told you I thought it was too thick and in pieces, so that part didn't work very well. But overall, I like this effect and think that it's a fun way to add just a little bit of foil accent to a mani. Thanks for watching.